discipline just seems to be a very, very big issue.
Consistency of routine actually is not only for school, it is a foundation for a lifetime success.
But I think this routine is something which is shifting in homes all the time.
Absolutely. The discipline which we have seen has declined. And that's why many children are not feeling the security. And that confusion and insecurity are manifested in such behavior.
In your mind, is it a discipline issue or is it something as basic as routine and consistency have taken a backseat?
So it is all about...
Hi, welcome to The Good Parent. I'm Shailja Dutt and this is Manoj Kohli.
Hi.
Couple of months of running the show, one of the feedbacks that we've been getting, Manoj, was that the burning issues that we talk about, we're leaving out a very critical one, and that is discipline. So we have this complaint or this issue has been raised by people from different stratas of society. Whether it is, and we're observing it in our homes, whether it is someone who works at home and complains that her child is missing school and is making reels all the time. We have, what we call the dinks, the dual income parents, the typical parents that we see in metro cities, both husband, wife working, come home, to tantrums, and then, we're experiencing it. You're sitting on a flight and the child at the back is pushing your seat, and the parents can't control them. Or you're eating in a restaurant and there's a child running around creating mayhem, but parents can't control them. Or they're having a tantrum and meltdown in a mall. I have to say, I've seen that many times. And they're being handed over a little, the cell phone to calm them down. So this discipline just seems to be a very, very big issue.
Child knows how to predict things because he or she knows my parents will respond in this way. There's a predictability of life. There's a predictability of every behavior. So child knows what will happen, and therefore child is able to decide on his own or her own what are the boundary conditions.
And how can I negotiate these boundary conditions?
Absolutely. And it was easy. Now that both discipline and consistency are low, the parents' role modeling has also declined, and because of that, the child is confused and child is insecure. And that confusion and insecurity are manifested in such behavior.
Such behaviors. But I want to go back to routine. Routine was very, very important when we were growing up. And it was, when we say routine, it is consistent, certain consistent times, whether it was lunchtime, whether it was breakfast time, whether it was dinner time, the kind of food that you ate, which days were meant, Sundays we would watch a movie. It was the good old days. So that was the only day that you'd get to watch a movie. Or even if you had to go watch a movie with your parents, it would only be on a holiday. They wouldn't ever take you anywhere on weekdays. If they had parties, you were not allowed to stay up late. Your bedtime was sacrosanct. You had to go to sleep at a certain time. I raised both my kids like that breakfast is at 6:30 in the morning before you go, and you have to eat it before you board the school bus. There is no, I don't want to, I'll eat it in the bus. There's nothing. If you don't eat it, you will miss the bus and you won't be able to go to school, which is a fun place where you meet all your friends. So you have to eat breakfast at a certain time, lunch is at a certain time, and dinner time is completely sacrosanct. Both of us are working parents. Whoever made it home on time would sit on the table and would be eating with the children. If the other person got late, it was not that we were waiting. Because the time for the children could not shift because they had to also sleep at a certain time. And that discipline, I feel today, reflects in every sphere of my children's life. That very simple routine of waking up, eating, and sleeping at fixed times reflects in so many things that they do. But I think this routine also is something which is shifting in homes all the time.
Absolutely.
I don't want to eat what's cooked.
Yeah.
Zomato me food. They know what Zomato is. The 5-year-old knows what is Zomato, and they know that I'm not going to eat it. They go to their friends' homes. This is a real incident. Yesterday, a colleague was saying 5-year-old comes over for a play date with her child, and there's Rajma Chawal made at home, and said, I don't want to eat this. Order me noodles from this restaurant in Zomato, in another person's home. So it kind of makes you wonder. So, it's the discipline is when there is lack of routine and consistency, and I don't want to call it discipline because for some reason it seems like it's a negative word. It seems like the whole house comes down eventually. It seems to be like this is the foundation. It's a part of good behavior. So routine is important for so many things.
Yeah. So let me tell you about my childhood and my routine and consistent routine. It was very consistent. Early to wake up, early to have breakfast, school bus, school, come back, lunch, homework, and then go out, kite flying or whatever. You're playing cricket or hockey, and then have nice dinner and sleep. Very, very, I will say 90% on time always. Very high degree of consistency. Similarly, when my children were coming up, small children, school, they also had a similar kind of routine. And I feel this lays down a calendar for your life. You are able to set a routine for your life. For example, a lot of people who meet me nowadays, they say, okay, you start work at 4:35 in the morning. So how can you? I said, but I've been doing it since childhood. So that consistency of routine actually is not only for school, it is lifetime. It is a foundation for a lifetime success. And I feel that coming to present times, parents, their own routine is disturbed. And because their own routine is disturbed, they can't be consistent. And children see that inconsistent behavior. And they also try to follow an inconsistent behavior. So because parents are role modeling, good, bad, whatever it is, they're role modeling. So I don't blame the children for it, because frankly, children are just seeing things and following. I mean, this Zomato example which you gave is a parent role model example. Because parent says, I want to eat this, I don't want to eat this, I want to eat this. And the child follows that. So I feel that if parent has a self-control on this routine, the child will follow that.
It's an interesting thing that you bring up because I agree with you. A lot of parents, and this is a modern day dilemma in large cities, they reach home at a certain time. Let's say that time is 7:30, 8 in the evening. They're tired. I mean, we have talked about this in previous podcasts, that you must eat a meal.
I mean, clearly the routine is missed. I think that is, it's not about child saying, "Mujhe bhook nahi hai." It's not a child issue. It's a routine issue, as we said earlier. I'm seeing my 2 grandchildren every day. And luckily my daughter follows the routine very tightly, very, very tightly. And therefore the children love to eat. And actually the mouth opens so spontaneously while eating because the child is hungry. This is the younger one. The elder one knows that I can't have junk food. I can't have sweets, I can't have chocolate, I can't have ice cream. So she will tell you before you open your mouth many times, no, I can't have junk food. I only eat healthy food. So she reiterates to me and reiterates to herself also.
Yeah.
So that I don't offer anything, because we as grandparents may offer, may pamper.
Yes.
So which is good, I think. So I feel that it is only because my daughter has followed a fixed routine very meticulously, and therefore children feel hungry at the right time, and also eat whatever healthy food is there. Now, also my daughter has fixed a thing that, okay, on a Sunday you may have some maybe a chocolate. So that,
Such a thing to look forward
yeah,
to.
look forward to. Just like we had movies,
Yeah.
a movie on
Yeah.
a Sunday in our childhood. So then the child says, yes, oh, I'll have chocolate on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So, but if you do that every day, not only you're spoiling the health, but sugar per se is so harmful for children. So I think the parents' empathy towards children's health has also declined, because I think maybe it's because they are themselves burnt out, they're themselves too tired, they're themselves.
कई बार लाइक जो मैं सुनती हूँ मनोज, आई हियर कि एक बार दे देते हैं, आगे से नहीं देंगे. अब भी जिद कर रही है, इसको अब भी चॉकलेट दे देते हैं, पर आगे से नहीं देंगे. Then it becomes the next time. Then it becomes the next time. It starts like this. I'll just indulge my child this once, but I won't indulge them again.
So that
So
is
वही है ना, you break
firefighting.
that.
That's a
हाँ.
firefighting,
You
and
break the
I can
consistency.
see. I'll tell you, I see my daughter saying no to children very often on this matter of having this junk food. You can't have this, and we ourselves don't have it. So there's a self-control. So the point I'm making is that I feel that self-control of parents leads to better eating habits of children, definitely. You can't be having, as you said, noodles or
तुम खुद
pasta.
खा रहे हो और उनको मना कर रहे हो, वो
उनको
नहीं
मना
हो
कर रहे हो,
सकता
वो
है.
नहीं हो सकता है. Okay, today we had a very, very constructive discussion. I feel that this should be very good pointers for young parents. Clearly, we are not talking to discipline the children, because discipline seems to be a tough word nowadays. But being consistent with your behavior, having a consistent routine, whether it is lunch or wake up time, then lunch, then dinner, sleep time, bedtime stories, and really nurture deep relationships rather than leave children to screen time or bad food habits, etc., etc. So, very important for young parents, especially working parents, to balance themselves and give more quality time to their children. Thank you.